Now this poor brand has got the impossible task of following from San Martin, who we covered in the last video. Yeah, the San Martin GMT was outrageous for the money, and I wouldn't expect really anything to match it. So I've got to try and be fair on this watch. This one's also a GMT, same movement, same water resistance, this time from a British brand called Monro Design Studio. They're a new brand, and as with any new brand, I would just exercise, caution. Now, I don't usually cover these just due to that factor alone, but both me and my wife thought these watches looked pretty decent, so I wanted to, share it on here anyway. This model is the Adventure GMT or something like that. Now, from memory, I asked them to just, send whatever they thought the best looking watch was. And to clarify, this is a loaner unit. It's not one that I'm going to be able to keep, but let's have a look. I think the two lads who founded this are relatively experienced in the watch industry. Hey, so yeah, as you can see, the box is like passport themed, which must be a nod to the GMT. Let's take a look. Here's the watch, and we've got two straps in the box, both NATO style bands. Really like the feel of this rubber one, and of course it matches the watch pretty well. You've also just got more kind of generic, simpler one. Yeah, really like the rubber idea, but let's take a look at the watch itself. Oh, so here it is, the Adventure GMT, and as you can tell, especially compared to a lot of the watches I normally cover, given my tiny arms, this is a pretty big watch, apparently 44 millimeters across, and it's got the kind of fixed integrated lugs akin to the likes of Bertucci or something like that, which might restrict your strap options, but it is more secure and it gives a particular look. Here's a look at the watch. We have fully functional bezel on the outside, which feels really quite good. There's a bit of back play, but it has got a satisfying clunk. You have the top wheel. That is so cool. I'll never get tired of that. Rotating our cities there. Either way. And then this one is just your typical kind of crown. And the watch, I have to say, it does look like it did online. So they're not lying in that regard, assuming this is what customers will receive. Yeah, it's a pretty good looking watch. So this particular variant is the one called Woodland Green. It's currently priced at $399 UK pounds, but right at the time of writing there's like a 25% discount, or the time of recording should I say. I believe that's for some sort of watchmaker's day though, so that's unlikely to be a recurring theme. I'll link it in the video description. So yeah, 316L steel case, Seiko NH34A inside. It's got a flat sapphire crystal, 10 bar water resistance, and it's limited edition, one of 500 I believe. As this is a loaner unit, this is unit 2, so I'm guessing it might actually be a fraction under 500 that are actually available to purchase. Let's get it on this strap and take a look. The strap's got some custom elements like this quite unique buckle, branded, couple of keepers there. And there's the case rear with just the expected stuff on the back. While the strap is very comfortable and it looks great and it suits it, just purely because it's rubber, it has that extra bit of friction with the texture that it's not super easy to get into the keepers there. But yeah, here's the part of the video where you can laugh at me for having child-sized arms. But I have to say, for a 44mm watch, it does wear smaller than that. That's probably partly because of those super steep lugs, as you can see, and also because of the shape of the watch. It's like a tub shape, so its narrowest point at the bottom and then gets wider, with the very widest point being at the top. And while, as you can clearly see, it's still way too big for me, I'd say it wears more like maybe a 42mm watch when it's on wrist. I like how the parts of the strap, like the buckle and keeper, are kind of a custom job too. And here's a quick look at the case to round things out. It's just your simple blasted finish throughout. The bezel's got like this angular look to it, but the grip's still really good. But yeah, there it is, the Monro Adventure.